Hello everyone and welcome to this video where I'll be talking through some key strategies used for division within the school's calculation policy. So strategies that the children will use to divide. So let's start by looking at some of the key vocabulary. Divide, divided by, divided into, share, share equally and equal groups of. So division in Key Stage 1, there are two key strategies used by the children which include grouping and arrays. So when grouping, the children will need to identify the divisor. So here we have 15 divided by 3. So we need to draw 3 circles to place those 15 objects or 15 dots into. Then we will work by placing one in each of the groups and then a second one in each of the groups and work through until there are none left. So for example, 1 in group 1, 1 in group 2, 1 in group 3. 2 now are in group 1, 2 are now in group 2 and 2 are now in group 3. And when all of the 15 dots count as circles are placed inside those groups, the children can then count how many is in each group. So if we take group 1 for example, we know that there are 5 dots in that group, so we know that 15 divided by 3 is 5. So here we have an array. Arrays are also used for multiplication as well as division. So here we can see that there are 15 dots. So what the children will need to do is they'll need to draw 15 dots. They'll then need to group them by circling around them in either 3, and then they'll know that in 3 of those groups there are 5 dots. So from this we can generate the calculations. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 15 groups of 3, there are 5 in each. 15 divided by 5, we know that there would be 3. And we can also generate, as I said, it's used for multiplication. So 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. So when we explore division facts for Key Stage 2, we are looking at known facts, short division and long division. So known facts, it's really important for the children to learn their times tables facts up to 12 times 12. Once they've done that, they can then use those facts to help them with larger calculations. So for example, 36 divided by 9 is 4. So if we make 36 10 times bigger, we get 360. So if we're dividing 360 by 9, we know our answer is also going to be 10 times bigger. So 360 divided by 9 is 40. And if we make 360 10 times bigger, we get 3,600. If we divide it by 9, the answer also gets 10 times bigger, so 3,600 divided by 9 is 400. And here we have short division. So some key terms that the children will also be using include dividend, the number that we are dividing, the divisor, the number that we divide by, and the quotient, which is the answer to the division calculation. So here we have short division and we have 434 divided by 7 and we get the answer 62. So the children will first of all need to recognise that on this type of calculation 4 cannot be divided by 7, so they need to look next door and do 43 divided by 7, which we know is 6 remainder 1. 6 sevens are 42, and if we do 43 subtract 42, we get the remainder of 1 that we then regroup. We're then looking at how many 7s are in 14, or 14 divided by 7, and we know that it is 2. So here we can see that 434 divided by 7 is 62. And here we have some long division. So I'm just going to show this example that clearly illustrates just how the children can solve this type of calculation.
To use long division to work out the calculation, we have to set the calculation out like this. We begin by asking, how many 4s are there in 8? The answer is 2, so we write the 2 above the 8. Then we ask, what is 2 multiplied by 4? The answer is 8, so we write 8 below the 8. Then we ask, what is 8 minus 8? The answer is 0, so we don't need to write anything. Next, we bring down the 7 and ask, how many groups of 4 are there in 7? The answer is 1, so we write 1 above the 7. Next, we multiply 1 by 4. The answer is 4, so we write this below the 7. Then we ask, what is 7 minus 4? The answer is 3, so we write the 3 at the bottom. Then we look at how many groups of 4 there are in 3. We know the answer is not a whole number, so we bring down the 2. Finally, we ask, how many groups of 4 are there in 32? The answer is 8, so we write the 8 above the 2. Next we ask, what is 8 multiplied by 4? The answer is 32, so we write the 32 at the bottom. Then we ask, what is 32 minus 32? The answer is 0, so we have no remainder. So the answer to 872 divided by 4 is 218.
So from that video you can see just how to complete a long division calculation. So let's just recap those key strategies. We've got grouping, arrays, known facts, short division and long division. So I hope you found this video useful in helping you understand the strategies that the children will be using when dividing in Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2.